BabaGanoosh.
BabaGanoosh.
Here we are once again.
Hey.
Getting used to it now. Nice haircut, by the way.
Thanks, bro.
Very nice, new, trimmed.
I can't tell you. I was talking to my sister. I was like, I know you've never had like short hair, but when you buzz your head, it just feels so free.
It does. It does. It's always nice. I think about it all the time.
You kind of have a buzz style.
The guy I go to, he cuts it short, which I do appreciate because there's only about a 2-week gap when it gets longer that it's manageable and looks okay to me, and then it turns into a mop.
Bro, by the way, this is a perfect segue into our first sponsorship on the channel. I didn't even tell him about this.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What is it?
I got a spiel too. Let's go, baby.
It's a little surprise.
Yep. So we've had such a great response since releasing the first one. So many people have reached out.
Less than a week, too.
Less than a week. So today's episode, you guys, is brought to you by Blend Barber Company. And we'd love to give a quick shout out. Here's the spiel that we wrote for it. Ready? Hey, everybody.
Are you supposed to tell people that?
Fuck it, whatever. Hey, everybody. Quick shout out to a spot recently discovered for the fellas who care. I mean, girls can go there too. Who care about sharp style. Blend Barber Company in Naples. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill cut joint. It's a classically modern barbershop where precision fades meet old-school craftsmanship. Located on Tamiami Trail North, their crew takes time with every cut. Whether you're going for something traditional or more contemporary, the vibes relaxed but professional, and they use premium tools and grooming products so you leave looking and feeling fresh. If you're in Naples or the Southwest Florida area and you're ready for a cut that turns heads, hit up Blend Barber Company. Tell them BabaGanoosh Podcast sent you. You deserve to look your best. And also, by the way, when you're there, it's such a dope aesthetic inside. The ceilings are super high. They've got a refrigerator with drinks if you want. They've always got the dopest music playing, and all of their barbers are super nice. So shout out to Blend Barber Company. Thank you so much for sponsoring this week's episode.
Thank you, Blend Barber Company, and go check them out.
Boom, shakalaka.
I kind of want to give it a... where's it at? I want to read that off once, too.
Yeah.
We could save this in the clip. You guys write this together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Quick shout out to a spot I recently discovered for the fellows who care about sharp style. Blend Barber Company in Naples. Isn't just your run-of-the-mill cut joint. It's a classically modern barber shop where precision fades meet old-school craftsmanship. Located on Tamiami Trail North, their crew takes time with every cut. Whether you're going for something traditional or more contemporary, the vibe's relaxed but professional, and they use premium tools and grooming products so you leave looking and feeling fresh. If you're in Naples and ready for a cut that turns heads, hit up Barber Company. Damn, I was doing good.
You got
Blend
this.
Barber Company. Tell them BabaGanoosh Podcast sent you. You deserve to look your best.
Beautiful. You killed it.
I was doing good until I fucked up the Blend Barber.
Blend
Barber. I'll have to talk to a couple of people that have cut my hair over the years and see if they'd like to join in on the fun.
You know, we're here, and in the beginning of the pod, I want to promote as many local businesses as possible. As we grow and the channel grows and we can promote more national and international products, that's going to be a great thing. But, you know, before that happens, we're here to promote.
Well, we could save space right here next to our flamingo, and there's product out there. We can set it right there.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a local hot sauce company we'll talk to, and like you said, we could put a bottle right there.
Nothing like good hot sauce.
Right?
Nothing like good hot sauce. Not too hot that, burns your tongue off, but
but something with a little kick and a little flavor, like a mango hot sauce or something, you know?
yes, flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor. My dad likes hot things, and I'm still surprised to see sometimes when I walk in his house, there's, habanero hot sauce. And I'm thinking, I can't even eat that shit.
Same thing with my mom, bro. She eats like you go get chicken wings with her. It's the spiciest they make. I can't even lick it. I'm like, I'm good.
There was a stage younger in life where I thought, oh, yeah, I got to try that. Oh, yeah. Kill yourself hot wing sauce. Oh, it's got to be good. Yeah. Free t-shirt for it? Yes. Why not? Who doesn't want to burn their ass for hours just for a free t-shirt?
So, bro, our number one fan, by the way, 2 clowns, 1 pod coming at you. She still follows me. I thought she would have blocked me or something, but she still she watches all my stories still.
Did she come up with the 2 clowns, 1 pod?
She said that in the message to you. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention. That's pretty good. Oh, I guess she did.
Yeah.
No. 2 clowns, 1 pod. Well, it's from Chicago, so is Bozo.
Right.
She was very nice to me, though. I think we had a decent conversation through messaging. I told her that if I had deleted her, I apologize. I don't normally delete people, or when I had my original Facebook or even Instagram, for your views. I don't. Your views are your views. I try to respect them. She claims I did, and if I did, I told her I was sorry.
Yeah, we got no problem with you. We got mad love for you. We grew up, in the same hometown together.
I invited her.
Yeah, well, hopefully she changes her mind.
I think over time, we can break through to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So
we actually do have real fans now. Our old friends from high school reaching out.
I love it. Yeah, Josh, you took me back, bro. It was good to hear from you. I was at the gym, like I said in the message, and Josh and I were in weightlifting together in high school. Every day, working out. It's a fond memory.
I don't know if I was taken back that his one memory of me seemed to be dating older women when I was younger.
Bro, I was talking to my mom about this because people on the surface look at you and me and they think you're like the bad one and I'm the good one. And in reality, it's probably the opposite. Think about it. He was like, oh, Carmi with his, whiskey neat and,
which I would never drink.
And then Devin, the clean cut one, which you're not wrong, Josh. I feel like on the surface, it looks like that. But I think in reality, it's probably the opposite.
Not so close.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice to hear from him now. It was nice.
And from what I can tell, he's killing it. He's a dad now.
That's good for him. That's congratulations.
I think he builds houses. Do you know what he does?
I don't. I had just sent him a friend request after he sent us that message on my personal page.
Well, God bless you, Josh. Like Carmi said, if you ever come back to Naples to see your family or something, then we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, what did we call that series? The old school series?
Mm-hmm.
Or was there a different name for it?
I like old school, people that we bring on from our past.
And literally, for some people, it's old school.
Yeah, it is.
They were from middle school, high school. There's still a few people I occasionally run into and talk to from elementary school.
Me too.
We went to different elementary schools.
I went to Seagate.
Smart child.
You were what, Pelican Marsh or something?
No, I went to Naples Park.
Naples Park, okay.
We took a test to go to Seagate one time for some whatever classes they had or program. I'd say it was 3rd or 4th grade, but nope, they kept me at Naples Park.
You belong here, my son.
Yeah, pretty much. I did get a scholarship, though, at 4th grade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
I went for almost a year.
Yeah, I left after a year, too.
It was not for me.
Me either.
And I'm glad nowadays it's getting more and more recognized that college is not for everybody, and it's
right. I mean,
not as important as they made it seem when we were growing up.
I just feel like when you're 18 years old and you've literally been in the school system for 13 straight years, there's no way in the world that people at that age, like the only people who do well in college are going there knowing what they want to do. And who at 18 really knows what they want to do? Like you need to get out in the world, pay some bills, and feel that hustle before your mind even starts to be like, figure out what's important to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm not in the field of work that at 18 I thought I was going to be in. Never even crossed my mind, let alone when I was 10 years old. And they ask you when you're 10, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I wanted to be an attorney.
I could see that.
Well, no, I'm not a fan of attorneys.
Yeah, fuck them.
My
sister's an attorney, so actually, I love you, Brookie.
It's just there are good attorneys out there.
Yeah,
just finding the right one, and
it's the system they're in that sucks.
Yes,
the legal system in America is just, I don't even want to go there, but
it doesn't really work for the people it should work for.
No,
like when they say it's a fault, the legal system is faulty, 100%. When you got like cut and dry things that are black and white, and then somehow they turn gray. Well, how did that happen? Well, I tell you how. The legal system. But yeah,
you've succeeded at what you do, clearly.
Oh, that's where I was going. So at 10 years old, I thought I wanted to be an attorney, and then at 18 years old, I was like, well, I want to own my own restaurant one day. Which I stuck with that for quite a few years, and now I'm in sales. Still in the restaurant business side of sales, but
right.
Never in growing up could somebody have said, hey, you're going to be in sales one day. Absolutely not. I wouldn't have wanted to do it. I'm kind of shy around new people. I might not seem that way.
Are you really?
Yes.
Huh. You're so like good though with people.
I'm not really a people person anymore. The older I get, the more less of a people person I am.
Wow.
I think that's just because people have really just, gone off the deep end, and just, people are stupid. It is what it is. They're stupid.
I feel that. Yeah.
So, my level of being a people person, I don't know that I could wait tables anymore. Because that clientele of people has gotten really difficult, especially since COVID.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely changed. I feel like the only places that do well in that regard are maybe like nice resorts on the beach, where the guests are going to go to that restaurant that's right there on the sand. And they seem to be a bit more affluent, so they'll probably tip 20%. Or people's tabs probably average out to at least over 100. So, but when I was a kid, like in kindergarten at Naples Park, remember if you did this project? Because at Seagate, we did this where we had to make like little cutout human versions of ourselves when we're grown with a profession.
No, I still lived in Chicago in kindergarten.
Oh, in Chicago. And I remember
we didn't do it there. It was a Catholic school.
I said I wanted to be two things. I said I wanted to be a police officer, and then I said I wanted to be a composer.
Oh.
Yeah, which is funny now because I kind of became like half of that. So.
You're a composer.
Mm-hmm.
You compose music.
I do. I used to love it.
Telling my mom about, she asked me this morning if you were a musician. I said, yeah, I remember when he got his first guitar. I think we were 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, hey, no way that's going to work out for you, pal. Self-taught. And good for you for making it work out. Proving me wrong.
Bro, if I could go back in time, I probably would.
Would you though?
I definitely, well, if I kept all the knowledge I have now, I definitely would, just because like I would never encourage my son to pursue artistry. It's great to be an artist and to have that outlet for your emotions and whatever else. But when you turn your artistry into a business and like into how you make a living, over time it can erode your relationship with the art to the point to where like when I first started, I dreamed of being as skilled as I am today, right?
Mm.
I'm very grateful for what I've learned, but how can I put this? I've just been around it so long, and I've thought about talking about this on the pod where like so many artists are just people who like the culture of being an artist I don't resonate with. Like a lot of them don't have work ethic. A lot of them just wish they were famous. A lot of them are just obsessed with themselves or whatever it is. And a lot of them actually aren't even that good. Like people, like I really feel like people should put the time in to become extraordinary. The reason why you haven't made it yet is because you aren't that good. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, I would encourage everybody who loves art or music or whatever it is to just don't give up that day job and just keep trucking along with your art until you become worthy enough for the world to really recognize what it is that you do. And when you try and force it before the world lets you know, it never ends well. And I know that from my own subjective experience. So
I think a lot of people nowadays, and I've noticed it personally, they just want to get to the end result.
right.
There's no, storyline up to it. They just want to get to the end result. Like you said, they just want to be famous.
Yeah.
They don't want to work to get there. They don't want to be accepted or not accepted. They want to skip all that and just be famous.
And especially too, like the different cultures within like music specifically, like I just don't fuck with it. Like I fuck with extraordinary talented individuals. In whatever genre you like to do, when you're extraordinary talented, I fuck with it. But if you're just some average songwriter who like thinks like what just annoys me so much is like those like white reggae people, or it's not reggae, I call it surf rock, but like that just write songs about like weed or like peace and love and like world peace. And I just think it's fucking dumb, or like the whiny like singer songwriter people who are like uber emotional. Like there's nothing worse than going out to eat somewhere or get a drink and having to listen to some fucking whiny ass singer songwriter whine into a microphone. Like, yo, either play me songs that are fucking fun and dope that I like or don't. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like this ain't a coffee shop 1999 Seattle. Like it's not the vibe. And maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe the older I get, I become a hater. I don't know what it is, but
I'm telling you become less of a people person the older we get.
yeah. And I bet artists that I know, if they actually watch this and listen to this,
They probably relate.
they might relate, or they might be like, that fucking asshole.
That's the last time he plays here.
No, that won't happen. But like the artist. Yeah.
Well, when you talk about the people that, what do you call it, white surfer?
Surf rock. They
Surf rock?
think it's reggae. It's not reggae. I call it surf rock.
Do you think they gravitate towards that because Southwest Florida and it's just easy and they think everybody wants to listen to that?
Kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely a market, like a small market, like in the grand market of music, right? I would say hip hop controls it. And then you have country and pop, right? Those three make up probably,
Three? What the fuck? What about rock?
well, I'll get to that.
All right. Sorry, I'm biased. I love rock.
Right. Literally nowadays though, those three make up 90% of the market.
That's true.
And then rock, which in the 90s, 80s, rock used to be huge, right? It's really not. Rock is now like something they sprinkle into songs. It's not like its own thing. There is, don't get me wrong, you can go and listen to rock bands. But as far as the people who make money in the business, not really.
There's also no rock bands. There aren't many rock bands.
Kings of Leon was the last one that kind of blew up, if you think about it. And then before that, it was the Black Keys.
And see, I don't look at the Black Keys as a rock band.
What are you looking at, Mess?
I would say more
bluesy or something.
Yeah, like a pop rock maybe.
Definitely. I mean, they definitely
It's
have
not rock and roll. Like when I think of rock, I think of rock and roll. I think of classic rock, like that type of music. And there's not many bands that come out with that kind of music anymore.
I mean, occasionally artists will come out with songs in that wheelhouse. Like Ed Sheeran did a song with, I think he did it with Bruno Mars and like Chris Stapleton or something. I think it was called Below. That was pretty rock and roll, but
I'll tell you a great band that came out with some really killer songs. Dirty Honey.
Dirty
You
Honey?
ever heard of Dirty Honey?
I think my friend manages them. Let me look.
Dirty Honey.
Yeah.
Oh, are you thinking of Honey Hounds?
Oh, yeah.
No, Dirty Honey. They just like their first album had 7 songs on there, I think, and if 4 of them weren't just kick-ass rock songs, like another one. I wanted to say it right. That my friend Craig and his wife Shannon got me on to Blackberry Smoke.
I haven't even heard
That's
of them.
another.
Are they new?
Yeah, I want to say they're more or less in the last 10 years or so.
Have you ever listened to that? It's like the modern day Led Zeppelin band. They sing a lot of Led Zeppelin because the singer sounds just like him, but
Yes,
they're good.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, they're good. They're rock. I mean, and they're huge. So
Oh, so Blackberry Smoke. Well, their first album came out in 2004,
wow.
and then after that, it looks like 2009. But they're just a good rock band. Greta Van Fleet is too. I've got a couple of their albums on my playlist. He does sound very, very similar to
Robert Plant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, my thought was though he was so young when he started singing and doing albums.
Robert?
No.
Oh,
the kid from Greta Van Fleet, that was his voice going to change over the years and like deepen, or
right.
Your voice changes,
It does.
a lot through over the years. So, and I have listened to the last couple that came out. He still sounds very, very good. I was just wondering, like, is he going to lose that?
Right.
And then what happens?
Right.
We're looking at changing venues. Going to check out a spot tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Shout out to Nick. My boy Nick is like a local realtor. I'll shout out his business when we get the office. And
now, the one that you pointed out to me, did that have a window or no? Was that the one without a window?
I'm not sure. I know there's multiple. It's one of the rooms in that building.
No, I was just hoping it had a window.
They probably will.
One, it was in the basement.
This is how much this room right here. Do you think it's 100 square feet?
I don't know. I was trying to think of that last night. I was sitting on the patio. I was trying to determine what 100 square feet was. It's probably close to.
Yeah, because there's one at 100 square feet. And I think there's one a little bit bigger. I think for now we'll be fine with the 100 square footer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the perfect size room.
exactly.
It just has a lot of stuff in it that we can't shape it the proper way for guests.
Also, we can go 2 routes with the room. We can get a big desk, or we can still keep it casual, kind of like this, but just 4 chairs, not like lazy boys, but like 4 kind of not like dinner table chairs, but just kind of casual chairs that would be comfy to sit in for 2-3 hours and have a conversation.
I'm down for whatever.
Okay. I'm definitely going to put a bunch of instruments on the wall. And yeah, we're excited.
Are they your instruments that you've used over the years?
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of guitars, ukuleles. I have old pianos I can just put up there, which would be cool aesthetic.
Where is the original guitar?
You know,
I know I've asked you, but I can't remember.
so shout out to my dad. When I was younger, like, super, super young, I ended up having to go to rehab. And in that process of, healing and becoming better, I had a house that I had been living in with an ex-girlfriend. And while I was in rehab, the lease was up, so I either had to renew the lease on the house or move. So my family just moved all my shit out of there. And that guitar, I had just didn't think about it for like a year, maybe 2 years. And then eventually I was like, Dad, where's my guitar? And he's like, oh, it's in the shed here. And imagine a guitar in a shed in Florida. So
it warped.
Yeah.
But you still have it?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. I know, classic. Like the fact that even you remember that guitar, but it was a dope looking guitar. That's why I bought it.
The black one with the cracked white lines on it. It kind of looked like lightning almost.
It was a 1983 Ovation. So when I first started playing guitar, like you said, when I was 18.
It was a used guitar?
It was used.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was in Orlando at the time, but I started before I moved to Orlando. But so I get to Orlando to go to UCF, and shout out to Kevin McMillan, because I moved in with Kevin, and then Sean Fletcher and Michael Forehand. Rest in peace, Mike. I love you.
Fun.
Yeah. And so Michael passed away our first semester, and it was super sad. And so Mike was my best friend. So I ended up becoming really close with Kevin. And I kind of stopped going to class. I was like just kind of sad, depressed, and partying a lot. And
a lot of people that happened to.
Yeah. And Kevin was a musician. I mean, he plays every instrument, guitar, piano, drums, produces. And I'd never been around somebody that creative before. And so I just soaked it in, and I started just playing instruments a lot more. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be the musician I am today if it wasn't for Kevin. He really taught me a lot just spending time with him. And so
it's good that you stuck it out though.
Yeah, I mean, and back then he saw my potential. He was like, bro, I really think you should buy yourself, a nicer guitar. I had like a $200, $300, some sort of a Yamaha or something. And so him and I got really stoned one day, and we went to like a guitar store in Orlando. And I remember at the time, I'm like walking around playing different guitars. He had a Takamine, and he was showing me the Takamines. Boom, I see that guitar on the wall. I'm like, I hadn't even played it yet, but I'm like, that's the fucking guitar. And it was like $600-$700.
The black and white one?
Mm-hmm. Bought it, which with inflation nowadays would probably be like $1,200-$1,500. And so, I mean, maybe a little bit less. But I remember, this is also a funny story, is so I buy the guitar, start playing it. We're having a party one day at the house, at the condo that we all lived at. And Sean Fletcher comes into the room, and he points at the nice guitar. He's like, oh, where'd you get that? Blah, blah, blah. That looks expensive. I was like, yeah, it kind of was. And he points at the not shitty, but like the cheaper other one that I had. He's like, I bet Dave Matthews could play the fuck out of that guitar. I'll never forget it. And I was like,
out of the shitty guitar?
Yeah, the shitty guitar. Meaning like you didn't have to spend that money, bro. Like you could have. And yo.
Looks comfortable.
It is comfy, bro.
That couch is fantastic.
I'm going to miss this in the office, actually.
No, we could still occasionally do it here if you want when it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get it done early enough.
Right.
So that guitar is no more. That's man.
Yeah, it is sad.
You remember what brand it was?
Ovation.
An Ovation guitar. I'll forget that you just said Ovation. So I'll ask you again and again and again until it sticks.
Yo, let's tell them the story about the tie.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Carmi's dad, yo.
Yeah, my dad was not having it. So we had graduated in 2007, and somehow the following year, I had got asked to go to prom by two people, actually. Two girls had asked me to go to prom. And I had said no to the first one, and I kind of just felt bad because she was a really, really good friend of mine. So I said, somebody else asked me, I'm going to go with them, but Devin will go with you. Didn't ask Devin, never spoke to Devin about it, just told her, Devin will go with you, if that's okay with you. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So I called Devin, and I said, hey, buddy, we're going to prom. He's like, what do you mean we? I said, well, Maddie needs a date and I can't do it because I'm going with somebody else. And I told her you would go. And didn't hesitate. He just said, okay. Also, didn't get any clothes for prom. Not pants, tuxedo, nothing you're supposed to have. It's about a week ahead of time. I said, well, I got enough stuff. I got a shirt for you. I got pants. And, my dad's he's got ties. So based on the pants and the shirt, my dad says, here, because my dad loves Devin. Wear this tie. This tie looks great. And my initial thought is, I've never seen my dad wear any of his other ties except for that one. And thought, whatever. So he says to Devin, just make sure you bring it back. And that's where it gets dicey. I didn't say nothing to Devin for a couple of days after prom. And then I finally had to ask him, I said, hey, buddy, where's the tie? And do you remember what you said?
I don't know.
I don't either. You didn't know where it was, though.
I probably was like, oh, I'll get it back to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll find it. It's got to be somewhere.
Yeah.
And I literally would have dreams. Like the tie was in your trunk. It was under the seat. And I'd rush over to your house and we'd go and it would be nothing.
We got pretty fucked up that night.
I was prom. We were 19.
I ended up hooking up with some girl we went to some party in Pine Ridge.
I stayed at that party. You left.
I fucked some girl
with the tie.
On the grass in like the backyard.
Not with the tie though.
I don't know, bro. Like,
well, so I know it wasn't because you didn't have it.
No, I didn't have it. No.
So I don't say nothing to my dad for, it's 3-4 days. And I'm thinking he's going to ask me pretty soon here. And then I was working downtown Naples. I get the phone call. Hey, Carm, where's the tie at? And I had to break the news to my dad that he lost it. But we were going to find it. Don't worry. And my dad just lost his shit. He was furious.
His dad's a serious man, too.
He was pissed. That's the only fucking tie I ever really wore. You know how much that tie cost me in 1980, whatever year it was? And I'm like, oh, man, I knew it.
It was
bad.
This
was a bad idea.
Yeah.
So weeks go by. No tie. We look everywhere for this tie. We can't find it anywhere. We go to people's houses different parties we were at.
Different cars we might have been in.
So my dad, he goes, you know what? He's got 2 days to come up with that tie or he owes me a bottle of wine, a nice bottle of wine. And I'm dirt poor. I couldn't even afford a bottle of wine. I'm thinking, oh, man. And I knew you didn't have any money. Shit, I'm going to have to cover the bottle of wine. And so, this is like a Thursday. Fridays, it's D-Day. And Friday morning, about 3 a.m., I'm leaving a party. And I get in Demos's car.
So
he's got a Jeep.
Fucking random, bro.
And I get in the front seat. Now, mind you, this is the only friend's car I had not been in all summer. I've been in everybody else's car, wherever we went, whatever. I was in somebody's car, except this one. And Demos was with us quite a bit. And I get in the car at like 3 a.m. and I look down, and there, lo and behold, is the tie on the center console. And I remember jumping out of the car. I might even been moving and calling my dad at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got the tie. I got it. Devin's all right. I got it. Called my brother. I'm like, Mike, you ain't going to believe this. I found the tie.
I don't even remember being in Demos's car. That's the crazy thing.
My question has always been and always was to him. You heard about me talk about this tie, Alex, all the time. I was always bitching at you for it, Devin. No matter where we were,
yeah,
I would just bitch at him.
I was.
You got to find this tie. You don't understand. My dad's up my ass.
Yeah.
If we were at Pat's house, somebody else's house, and I remember getting pissed at Demos. Like, you never thought that like that random tie sitting there might have been the one. Well, I never really noticed it was sitting there.
Yeah.
And we found it, and nobody owed my dad a bottle of wine. I continued to be broke. And Devin, life was saved.
My life was saved. I felt so bad. And your dad was mad at me for a few years after that, but eventually he got over it.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I ran away from the house that one night when you dropped me off and your car died. And I said, you got to get that car away from the house. You got to move it down the street a little bit because if he comes out here and sees you, he is going to be pissed.
Yeah. Damn.
I think he called the police. He did. He called the police that night. He thought somebody was breaking in the house. It happened to be me. I dove through the bushes, hit my head on a wall. All because of a tie, which I still have.
Wow.
Right now.
In the closet?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I'll get it for our next episode so everybody can see this tie.
Yeah.
I used to wear it when I worked at Shula's.
Wow.
And I would always get a lot of compliments. And the GM of the hotel, I remember he came up to me one time and he says, "Oh, that's a nice tie there. What are those, waves?" And I looked in and I said, "Well, you could say that. I think it's picturesque, though."
Everywhere you go, people compliment it. And you're like, this tie has quite the history.
This tie almost cost me a friendship.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. Did you hear how they bombed another drug boat?
Yes, I did. I saw it.
You probably know more than me on it. I didn't really look into the story, but
I didn't either.
Oh, well.
I just saw it was a boat. And
Let's see
my
it.
question is, though, I saw the video. Again, it doesn't look like anybody's on the boat.
Let's see.
So I'm not sure if these boats, how they're maneuvering, but it didn't look like anybody was on it. There's like a remote control that I don't know. I know Trump was quick to throw it out there. We nailed another one.
Right.
Again, somebody's in deep shit for that.
Somebody in Venezuela?
Yeah, well, wherever this one came from.
Right. I'll mute it. We'll watch it. Let's see.
Precision, though. I mean, very good precision on taking these boats down.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like anybody's on it.
No. And the other video did not look like there was anyone on it either.
It was literally they weren't even driving at the time. I was just sitting there in the water.
So was the other one.
I think the other one was driving, though.
It might have been, but you didn't see people. Either video, you don't see people, which made me think, are these boats being maneuvered remote control somehow?
It could be. Rates came down today.
Yeah, too late, Powell, finally.
It's all orchestrated. The market's going to explode now. For the next, I honestly think we have probably like the money is going to be made in the next 60 days, but it could be bullish until like early next year. But most of the money should be made in the next 2 months. And then we're going to have like a .com bubble type recession with the crypto market. I mean, everything's going to be in a bear market, but crypto's going to, I think Bitcoin will probably go back down. I mean, I'd have to look at the charts, but if we could see maybe also where the CME gaps are. I'd have to look at that as well, but we could see another 50, 40, 30K Bitcoin.
What is it at right now?
116, 17. But if you talk to most people,
I had no idea it was that high.
yeah, it could go as high as like 170 in the next few months.
170,000.
Mm-hmm. But it's either going to go between 130 and 140 or between like 160 and 175. That's where the charts show it could go depending on the volume and the amount of money that flows in. But it's definitely, we're at the end of the cycle. So, and we're at the end of the real estate cycle as well. So, but that just means in the bear market, the right people who invest in the right things will make some good money.
As the housing market, the interest rates come down, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because they are ridiculous. You look back to 21, they were in the twos for 15 years.
That's crazy.
You know, and I think at the time, 30 years were just about 3. But, I mean, if Joe Biden didn't fuck up everything on that front.
Biden was amazing.
Yeah, I forgot. Corn Pop. I remember Corn Pop.
Bro. Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad he finally cut him. And, they say that they're expecting possibly 2 more cuts by the end of this year. And altogether, including today, 6 cuts by the end of next year, the end of 26.
Beautiful.
So we'll see. Why should we have to get ripped off
Exactly.
all the time?
It's just what it shows is a lack of education. That's coming from somebody who has had a lack of education. So
you had a lack of school.
Well, I just mean like I grew up in the same system, so I'm no different, but we can become autodidactic, which means we can learn things for ourselves.
Which I think is a great way to learn.
Yeah.
The whole book smarts versus street smarts. I just go with street smarts every day. College versus a trade. I think you're better off with a trade.
You're definitely better off with a trade until if you find something that you genuinely are like, that's what I want to do, and it would benefit you to go and get that degree, boom, go and do it. But like we were saying before, not really many people know that at 18 years old.
Mm.
If I've thought about going back to school for finance and going into like investment banking, but I've been an artist for so long and literally every time I bring that up to like people I know are like my family, they're just like, Devin, yeah, you're an artist. Like, I'm like, yeah, but I'm tired. I'd rather just clock in and.
You might think that. I would guarantee you probably would not want to just clock in.
That's what they tell me. And so here I am.
When I used to wait tables, this was at Bo Campers. I was standing outside talking to a guy I worked with named Dan. And I remember we stood there and said to each other, all these people come in at happy hour. They work their 9 to 5s. I'd like to work a 9 to 5 just to see what it's like. And I'm looking back on probably not. Now that I've got more life experience in it, I don't think clocking into a 9 to 5 is necessarily all it's cracked up to be either. Especially just so you could get out to go to happy hour to see your friends.
Right.
I mean, that 9 to 5 might be pretty monotonous.
The Freemasons?
Yes. Not personally.
I have some people in my family that are Masons, and one of them is a 33rd degree. But then I learned recently this past week that
33rd.
Yeah.
The number 33.
But I want to talk to him about it because apparently it's all like a money scheme.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that partly what National Treasure movies are about?
Well, in the conspiracy world, people think of it like, oh, the Masons, 33rd degree. But in reality, there's levels past that, I learned. But it's rare that even people who make it to the 33rd level become aware of the levels past that. So, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I was just like, oh, it's not really as wild as it seems, because apparently a lot of 33rd degree Masons aren't even really brought into the actual club of like what's really going on. And there might be kind of being manipulated or used just because of their net worth.
I mean, if you start talking about the Freemasons, does that turn into the world is ruled by a few people? Because they try to make you think that there's free democracy out there and
bullshit.
Yeah.
The world is run by like
a couple companies.
Well, the conglomerates for sure, but it goes back to like 10 different families, probably 12 bloodlines.
the Rothschilds.
All that shit, bro. And they ran the show this whole time. They'll probably always run it. I mean, unless, we get a reset on Earth, which has happened before.
You think it would be too much for people if they realized, like, if they really had, like, concrete evidence and showed, like, this is what's really going on? You think that would just totally disrupt people?
I don't think so, because...
Or would it just be like a roll off the shoulder type of thing?
Some people just wouldn't be able to... They wouldn't, like... It should be a lot for a lot of people, but people wouldn't accept it as truth. Probably. Like, imagine all the people on the left right now. If we laid out on a silver platter the reality of what's going on Earth, you think they would be like, wow. No.
But benefits them most of the time.
I mean...
Those are the people that the leftists and people on that side are the ones that are mostly, I think, involved with that kind of stuff.
And
George Soros is.
And at the end of the day, we have to figure out really what is going on, right? Like, if you do some digging, you'll eventually like find yourself into energy harvesting, right? How apparently, most humans on Earth are living in this society which keeps us all in a similar state of mind because of the weather or the media, the things we're exposed to. And when we're in that frequency, we project a certain frequency that is harvested. Just like in that movie with the Monsters Inc. You know how they're harvesting the children's...
Oh, yeah, the screams.
Right. That was an allegory apparently for like our actual reality, our life. Or like in the Bible, it's loosh, right? The devil harvests loosh.
Mm.
So most roads, when you like dig to figure out what we're on a farm. This Earth is a farm, and what are they farming? But I don't even know if that's really what it is. I don't think there's probably any source of information that we could find that probably even pertains to the truth. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Which doesn't mean I don't have a spirituality within me that seeks a higher power and Jesus Christ and all this stuff. But that's like my logical side of my brain doing some digging, And so it's just crazy. It's like,
I feel like the logical side of your brain, gives you good information. But what you can't find truth in is where your mind wanders the most.
yeah.
Like you can read the Bible, okay, and then you can understand it. I don't know that anybody ever truly understands the Bible, but you can get a grasp of it. You can't do that with, a lot of things these days because you don't know what's true and what's not. What's made up, what's fabricated. It is so hard to decipher anything that's true anymore. It's like we've been fed so many lies for so long that the people lying can't keep up with their own lies. And it's just compounded into a free-for-all.
Facts.
Look at this little meteorite from Panama. Have you seen that?
No.
Supposedly a little meteorite, like the size of a rock, like that big. And it was silver, landed in Panama, somewhere in Panama. And some guy found it. And some sort of venom, like venom from Spider-Man type of creature started coming out of this rock.
Is this like recently?
Yeah, within the last week.
What?
And supposedly this thing has grown, and the guy's keeping it in a safe to the size of the inside of the safe. And it just keeps growing, and it's growing in darkness, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Where did you see about this?
I just keep seeing it online.
I haven't seen it once. That's crazy.
But I can't tell if it's real or not because the story, I just can't find the real story about it.
Wow. That's fascinating, though.
Symbiotic alien from meteorite. There may or may not be an alien growing out of a meteorite. Barstool Sports has it. The Daily Mail has it. But I can't tell if it's real or not. Now, normally, the Daily Mail is pretty good about true stories.
Right.
But this thing, it's creepy as can be.
Is there a picture of it?
Oh, yeah.
What?
There's video. Look at it here. That's the rock that it started out as.
Okay.
Okay. And then the rock, the guy put a leaf over it and it started burning the leaf. Like the leaf burnt. And then this oily tentacle-like thing is growing out of it.
What? That's crazy.
And then it's in a safe, and look how big it's gotten.
Wow.
And it's on the Daily Mail, so he says...
You think the government or NASA would have fucking got it already?
Supposedly, this guy has sent it to different places. The organism continued to grow whenever it was exposed to light and was seen pulsating and moving inside the kitchen. When the night comes, I feel calm. I know it won't grow, he said. Every time I show it to them, when I light it, it grows and puts me in danger. This is what the Panamanian says. So, if anybody out there has more information, because this article is 2 days old, and the Barstool Sports article is also 2 days old.
That's wild. I can't believe I haven't come across that yet. I'll look into it tonight, though.
And then, let's see here. And unfortunately, I feel like that is a major problem. That you just can't decipher
what's true
and what's not.
Yeah.
It's not bad enough we got UFOs that we don't know real or not.
Which, to be honest with you, bro, I don't believe in UFOs.
Oh, they're out there.
I'll tell you why.
All right.
I definitely believe that we probably have created like anti-gravitic crafts. Like the proof is there. You can find the research, whether it's Germany or our own government that's created the technology. Like in World War II, Germany created the bell. Have you heard of this?
No.
Which looks like when you think of a UFO, whatever you're picturing right now, that's the bell that Germany created.
Okay.
And it's real. You can literally find videos of it. You can see all the research of it online. So that stuff is real, and that was made by human beings. Nikola Tesla, when you look at his patents.
Who invented electricity?
Facts.
Do not be mistaken by that thief, Thomas Edison. Tesla, Nikola Tesla.
Yeah. Which even him, bro, like when you were saying we don't know it's real, there's even a bunch of people out there who think Tesla's whole existence might not even be real. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going.
The man himself?
Yeah. So why I don't believe in UFOs. So you look at Nikola Tesla's patents. Now, he proved that there's a layer of our atmosphere that has like a static charge that you could literally harvest energy from, right? And in his patents, he has these crafts, which are devices that are used to harvest the electromagnetic energy. So for years after I learned that, because I read some of his books, every time someone would bring up they saw a craft in the sky, in my head, I instantly was like, that's probably one of our governments just harvesting electricity. Now, apparently one of the biggest scams on earth is our power bill. We all pay for power, right? Mm. Well, apparently the government's like free energy technology.
I think we died. We lost out. We're at our break.
I got me a Red Bull. I'm about to put some pep in my motherfucking step.
Disgusting. I've never been a Red Bull person.
This is the sugar-free, and it's made with monk fruit extract.
All right. Well, that sounds better than aspartame. You like the flavor of Red Bull, or is it just for the energy you get?
Well, just the energy. I mean, the caffeine. I quit drinking coffee a couple years ago just because I tried to cut out sugar from well, you don't realize how much sugar is in so many things, bro. And so, yeah, I stopped drinking sodas, coffees. Like if I buy something, it's sugar free. Like my blueberry diet green tea that I have at home, sugar free. If I get a Red Bull, it's a sugar free Red Bull. If I get
What's your green tea, blueberry green tea sweetened with? Sugar with?
probably aspartame, I'd have to look. But I've read studies. So here. When it comes to
Hey, would you like a coaster for that? Hold on.
Oh yeah. That's hilarious. That's awesome.
There we go.
So when it comes to aspartame, apparently there's a big misconception where you just think of aspartame and you think of all the people who say, if you're going to drink soda, you might as well just bring a regular one because aspartame gives you cancer, right? Well, number one, overconsumption of sugar gives you cancer. Also, you'd have to drink 80 diet sodas a day for 20 years to consume the amount of aspartame you need to consume to promote cancer, according to scientific studies.
I just think aspartame tastes like shit.
You do?
Terrible aftertaste.
Well, the thing is, it does, but when you cut out sugar, a week later, bro, try this, because this is what happened to me. I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, I'm not even going to, like, when I cut out sugar, I didn't even think I was going to drink like a Coke Zero or something. I was like, I'm just not drinking soda again. But a week, 2 weeks in, you start thinking like, well, like you need a vice. You know what I mean? You need something. So it's like, I remember somebody had told me, they're like, yo, you know what the best diet soda is? I was like, no, what? They're like, Diet Dr. Pepper. And I'm like, what makes that the best? And they were like, I don't know. Like when you drink a Diet Coke and a Coke, there's a slightly different taste with a Diet Coke. I'm like, okay. And he was like, when you drink a Diet Dr. Pepper and a regular Dr. Pepper, it tastes the same. And on God, they were fucking right, bro. So yeah, now if I want a soda, I buy Dr. Pepper Zero mix. They make this one that has creme soda in it as well. It's fire.
I've got it in the pantry.
You drink that too?
Well, the full flavor.
Oh, the full.
I stick to full flavored stuff.
But isn't it fire?
You know, Dr. Pepper already has such a distinct flavor to it.
Right.
And this is not the first flavored Dr. Pepper I've had, but I can't decipher. I can't get just that cream soda flavor out of it because it still tastes like Dr. Pepper.
It does. Yeah.
You know, a couple years ago at Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving over at my friend Ashley and Chris's house, they had, I don't know if it was strawberry something, cream soda, Dr. Pepper. It was some fruit flavor. And I said, all right, I'll try it. It was the no sugar one. But again, I couldn't get that flavor because Dr. Pepper has...
So distinct.
It's got 23 flavors in it to begin with. It says it right there on the can.
That's funny.
I will say, though, I have Gatorade Zero Sugar in the pantry as well.
Good.
But it has that aftertaste.
Yeah, I don't fuck with,
I'd rather just have a full flavored anything.
I feel that. I mean, I've gotten so used to my Dr. Pepper Zeros that, I have one of them a day. I'll cook my meal. Like, I wake up, I go train. I'm either at the gym at like 7:30, between 7:30 and 8:30, I'm at the gym in the mornings. And so I'll come home, I will start preparing food, take a shower, and right before I eat, I put a can of Dr. Pepper Zero in the freezer because I love it uber cold. Like, I can't drink soda unless it's like on the verge of freezing.
It's cold as ice.
Yeah. So, and then I'll have one at lunch, and honestly, it kind of like fills that need in my brain for a soda or like something sweet.
Soda's fantastic. I know it's terrible for you, but it's just, I don't know.
Anything in moderation is fine. I mean,
we talked about it last week. A rabbit and a turtle. I saw something. I think I sent it to you.
You did, yeah.
With that, again, though, I sent you this article or what this doctor said.
He said, you want to, it was funny because he was like, people think running, expanding your heart is going to help you live longer. And this doctor was like, if you want to live longer, take a nap.
Yeah. Okay. So, question was asked of a doctor, and it's got a picture of a doctor. I don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
Which is the problem. You don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
I am choosing to believe it because it's how I feel. Question, doctor. I've heard that cardiovascular exercise can prolong life. Is this true? Answer from the doctor was, the heart is only good for so many beats, and that's it. Don't waste them on exercise. Everything wears out eventually. Speeding up the heart won't make you live longer. It's like saying you'll extend a car's life by driving it faster. Want to live longer? Take a nap. Huge proponent for naps. Huge. I'll debate anybody on a nap.
Do you ever take naps?
Every day if I can.
For real?
I have been taking naps since childhood.
How long is your nap? Half an hour?
Well, sometimes 2, 3.
No shit.
Yeah, there's nothing better than good sleep.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up between 7:30 and 8:30.
And what time would you take a nap?
I could take a nap. I can wake up at 7:30 in the morning and go back and take a nap at 10:30.
Wow.
I generally don't.
Yeah.
But in the afternoon, I've always took naps.
Wow.
Like as a kid, you take naps.
Yeah, you do.
When you're real small, nap time.
Yep.
Maybe I took extended naps because my grandmother just had enough of us. Just go take a nap.
Go take a nap, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. In high school, I'd get home from high school and I would take a nap right on the couch.
Oh my God, those were some good ones too. Like we'd be napping hard after school.
Yeah. Right after high school, I was working at a breakfast place downtown, and that's where the nickname Grandpa came from. Mark Hobart would just bust my balls about taking a nap when I got home.
That's
at like
funny.
4 p.m. And I'm like, Mark, we were up until 4 a.m. I went to work at 7. I'm tired. I want to take a nap.
He worked down there too?
No, but he would just call to see what we were doing for the night.
Mark, you handsome devil, you.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, he would. And most of the time, I would nap from like 4 to 7, right after, and then I would call you to see where we were going or what we were doing.
We ride it done.
Mm-hmm. And I just think naps are fantastic. Some people absolutely hate naps, and they hate people that nap. Not me.
That's kind of that'd be so funny if like someone starts talking about naps, and then you see someone with just like a scowl.
Oh yeah, you can't be trusted. You nap.
You can't be trusted.
People have said that to me.
Oh, I don't like so and so. Why? They take naps. Oh, okay. It's like,
hey, you want a nap? More power to you. I actually respect people that nap more than I do people who don't. I don't know why. And then when I hear somebody naps for like 2 or 3 hours, I absolutely love that person immediately because I can relate.
You're like looking for like a CEO to your company. Do they nap? It's like,
I'll put it on the resume.
right. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Now, 20-minute power nap is supposedly very good for you. I can attest that you do wake up energized.
I've seen that, yeah.
Well, here's my question. You take a 20-minute nap. When you close your eyes, you're not out cold right away.
No.
So when does that 20 minutes start?
Great point.
If you close your eyes and you set your alarm for 20 minutes, you're not getting a 20-minute nap because you might lay there for 10. Then you're only getting 10 minutes. So how do you know exactly what the 20 minutes was? Unless you're one of those people that just closes your eyes and you're sleeping, which I'm envious of that.
You know what I haven't done in a long time?
Taking a nap.
Well, actually, I think I took one last week. I wasn't planning on it. I think I had the day off or something, and it was like mid-afternoon. I think I just laid like on the couch and was like scrolling, and I think I fell asleep for like 30 minutes or something.
Oh man.
Hey, I can be trusted. So one thing that hasn't happened though in a long time is like that, you know, when you're like on the verge of falling asleep and you like jump, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Has that happened to you recently?
Like when you're sleeping?
Yeah, like you go to bed at night and because remember when we were kids, I feel like it happened, not a lot, but a decent amount.
Like the fear, like you feel like you're falling.
Right.
And they used to tell you that if you didn't wake up, you would die.
Well, I don't.
You never heard?
I don't know about that. Nobody ever told me that.
Oh yeah, it was part of the whole thing. That's why you always woke up. Before you never remember hitting the ground. You always wake up. You ever remember hitting the ground?
Nah.
Because they said if you did, you died. Like your heart would stop or something. But nobody ever remembers hitting the ground.
Wow.
But no, it hasn't happened recently.
My mind's been blown. You ever had a dream where... Oh, I'll tell you a story of one of my craziest dreams, and you tell me. So, one of my craziest dreams was, I honestly think this could be a past life regression memory because it's one of the earliest dreams I've ever had in my life from when I was like 3 years old. And when I was 3, I had this dream where... Three. Yeah, straight up. So I was running and I think I was in Palm Beach. It's like, it was weird. I just kind of knew where I was.
You knew where Palm Beach was at 3?
Weirdly enough.
Yeah, you're in the wrong profession with music for sure.
Yeah. So, so I'm 3 years old. I'm running. I'm getting chased by like men and dogs, these 3 dogs. I see a parking garage. I run into the parking garage. I see this like mid-90s Mercedes, you know, this kind of the squarier kind, pop open the trunk, hide in the trunk. And I had the dream a couple times. I would always wake up to them popping in the trunk and finding me. And the dogs just literally like as if I'm about to get mauled by these dogs. And boom, I wake up.
I wonder if that's the same concept. Like you would have died if those dogs got you.
I feel like it could be a past life memory or something.
Dreams are weird.
Yeah.
Weird. I have very vivid dreams.
Me too.
All the time. Some reoccurring dreams. I couldn't tell you though my favorite.
Are your craziest dream? Do you have any recollection of that?
I've had so many that are just, I mean, I should get up in the morning and start writing them down. You should probably make a movie.
Let's do this.
Very vivid.
We could have it. It'll be a part of the pod too. We'll start a dream journal, and that way, if we have any trippy ass ones, we'll say them on the pod.
Within the last couple nights, I did have one of my worst reoccurring dreams where I'm stuck in a hallway, a stairwell.
And you try to find your way out, or
when we first moved to Florida, we had a condo, and we were an end unit. So right outside the door was the stairwell door, and we lived on the 4th floor. And I always had, since we lived there, a reoccurring dream where I go in the stairwell to go down, but when I'm going down, I end up going up, or when I'm going up, I end up coming down. There's no way out, and there's no way to get back to that door, and I'm just stuck. And it just happened again the other night. It's a, I don't want to say an aggravating dream, but it's like,
interesting.
I just want to get out of the stairwell.
It must be something in your life right now that, well, we don't got to go there, but
I've had this dream since 7 or 8 years old.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's been a reoccurring dream my whole life. Now, the stairwell's not always the same, but I will be in a stairwell. And it happened like within the last 2 or 3 days.
And you can't find your way out.
Nope. I can be going down. And then again, I was on the 4th floor. So I knew I only had to go down, 4 flights. But by the second one down, there would be no more down. I'd have to go back up.
Let's see what like a dream meaning website says that means. So I had a dream where I was stuck in a stairwell and couldn't get out.
I'll say 95% of the time it's the same stairwell.
A dream of being stuck in a stairwell often symbolizes feeling trapped, confined, or restricted in your waking life, possibly related to a job, relationship, or other personal situations. The inability to find a way out can represent feelings of helplessness, confusion, or an inability to resolve a current problem or make an important decision.
I've been helpless or confused my whole life. All right.
That's wild. Well, let's see if it says anything else.
There's a book called 10,000 Dreams Interpreted.
Yeah. I used to have that in my house. Never read it, though.
I did too, and I believe my dad still has that book. But I stopped reading it because I wasn't getting anywhere. Nothing I ever read in there turned around and was like, yeah, well, yeah, that came true.
True. And I used to think it was a lot of hoo-ha. Just a lot of, a lot of just imagination.
So part of reading that book is you have to take every little thing in the dream and combine them. So if you had so say I have a dream where I'm in the stairwell. If I see a picture on the wall of a shark on one level, and then the next level I see, where I think I should be on the 3rd level, but I'm actually on 14, you got to look up the number 14. You have to look up the shark. You have to look up a picture, and you have to look up being trapped. Like all the little idiosyncrasies of the dream
matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you kind of read them all and I guess combine them.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. But then I thought, well, what good's that going to do?
Help you learn about your inner child?
Yeah, maybe.
Can you guys picture Carmi as a child? Or do you just picture him as a mini version of this?
This is
Carmi was never a child. He was born like this, just small.
Yeah, I mean, you're not far off.
You'll have to send me a picture of you as a child. I'll put it up on the screen right here.
When you edit it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to because I'm going to show it to you right now.
Yeah.
So you can see.
Like, that's you?
Yeah.
I'll put it on the screen. You guys will see. That's awesome. Wow. Bro,
Yeah.
Your hair was like brown and now it's black.
When the sun hit it in that picture, it was lighter.
That's cool. Was that in Chicago or Florida?
That was in Chicago. That was in front of our house.
Wow.
Here, I'll send you two. One of them, this one's got, my hair looks black in it, so makes you feel better. Yeah, that was a young Carm right there.
Oh, this is the one I'm going to show, bro. That's what oh my God.
I always enjoyed dressing nicely.
You're known for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you fucked me in high school, pal.
I did. Oh, best dressed?
Best dressed, yeah.
That's
walking
hilarious.
around. Come on, sign this, man. Sign this.
Is that what I did?
Yeah, you did exactly what you did. I was pissed. I wasn't going to do that.
I had my own essence.
There was nothing about being dressed nice, though.
No, it was just I was just a vibe. Like, it was really, in high school, I kind of dressed like all Jesus-y with like, or not
linens and stuff.
Linens and brown open-toed leather sandals and
yeah, like the Birkenstocks.
Yeah, and all, or like picture an anthropologist. Those kind of like colors and shorts and shirts. Yeah. And for some reason, why I totally forgot I was politicking this. I guess I went around, asking people to vote for me.
There's no guessing. You did.
Well, it's been a long time. Our memories could be hazy.
Especially in a lunchroom when there was a group of people. I was like, this son of a bitch.
This fucking bastard. You should have told me. I would have been
I did.
Oh, well, fuck.
You just kept going.
I just kept going.
You wanted that best dressed. I think you just wanted an extra picture in the yearbook.
Damn.
I always enjoyed dressing nicely. Except when I had to wear a suit for a few years, I thought, I can do without the suit. I don't mind slacks and a nice shirt.
Suits a lot.
Yeah, well, when I managed Shula's, you had to wear a suit. And I did that for 14 or 15 months. That's not quite all it's cracked up to be.
The suit or managing?
The suit. Well, managing too.
Were you on salary there?
Yeah, man, it was terrible.
Was it?
Oh, I don't even know how I survived those years working there. Such a minimal salary, even in 2013.
Would you do? Was it more than a server there though?
No. I think my salary at Shula's when I started was, I want to say like $32,000 or $36,000 a year.
Wow.
And then we were supposed to get like a bonus every month or every quarter for parties that we had, private parties, which every quarter, maybe if I was lucky, was like an extra $800.
Jesus Christ.
What's terrible.
Bonus.
Yeah. Well, I just thought, listen, at that time I was heavy into the restaurant business, and that's what
you wanted to learn. And
it was a stepping stone for me to get out of serving.
Yeah.
And then I went back to my previous job to manage that for basically the same thing. If I'm not mistaken, that was another one that was like $36,000.
Well, you learned all that valuable information because in a few years, when we open up House of Guac or whatever restaurant you want to open up.
House of Guac.
Yeah. Then, you're going to be able to use it.
They were great learning experiences, that's for sure.
I also had a vision. My vision is once, a year from now, when we're able to go full-time pod, we are going to be doing this Monday through Friday. But one thing I'm also making for us today is our Patreon. So, but if you're watching this right now,
The what?
You know what Patreon is?
Yeah.
So Patreon is a place where, like right now, when people go on YouTube and they subscribe, please subscribe on Rumble or YouTube, wherever you're watching this. They just subscribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't cost them anything. It's free. Beautiful. And that's a great way for you to show your support for the pod. Patreon is a place where people can subscribe, but they pay a monthly amount of money. You can make it just one set, like $5 or whatever it is, but it's a way for them to show support.
And we determine that price?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so one thing we'll do is we'll film Monday through Friday. Maybe to the public, we'll release 3 of those. 2 of them we'll keep private for our Patreon and for our paid members on YouTube, something like that, so that we have something extra to give, right?
Oh, I like that.
To the people that show that extra support.
I like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Patreon will be made later today. We have a Rumble, YouTube, all these places I list. Please go and follow us. Rumble, YouTube, X, TikTok.
You know what we need to make is a Instagram page.
We have one. I didn't send you that link.
I've only got the Facebook one.
I'll send you the Instagram one. Please follow our Instagram, and everything is BabaGanoosh Podcast. So you just type in BabaGanoosh Podcast everywhere. You'll find.
Is it one word or 2?
I think when you type it in, it's one. Either way, you type in either style, it'll come up.
I guess I should ask this: is BabaGanoosh one word or 2?
It's one.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
For anybody asking, because I have a couple people ask me, was it 1 word or 2?
Yeah.
I always you got to ask Devin. They don't even know who you are other than seeing you on here.
Did we?
I'm not a technical person. I'm not. I don't want to be. I have a Facebook because you told me to have one, and it's a good thing, which I truly have enjoyed. But
yeah, everybody loves you, bro. Like that's why when you say the older you get, the more like antisocial or whatever you said you get, I'm like, I don't know about that because you're such a lovable person.
I limit the social interaction.
Oh,
I've actually just become very much a homebody in the last 4 years.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm not at work or doing this, the only thing that can get me out is girls. Like to go out. Like, that's it, bro. I'm gonna send you a name though of somebody whom. Remember earlier I was like, bro, I hope.
Oh yeah.
What's her last name? Fuck.
That's her last name?
No, I'm trying to think what her last name.
Go to school with us.
I think this is it. This was it. I don't know. Tell me if this name rings a bell for you.
Yes.
Yeah, she's amazing. And
came across recently. Also, I would say a decent friend of ours growing up.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
in high school.
I don't want to say too much because if I do, people would just easily know who it is. And she's also super intelligent. And she's conservative like us.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's so many people I've lost all contact with for not having a Facebook. Because Instagram, not everybody has one.
Right.
Yeah, she was cool. We did hang out quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's a little group of people there.
Yep. High school. It's so funny because I hadn't thought about high school in so long, but coming on doing the pod with you, I think about it more. And we were blessed, bro. We were blessed to grow up down here.
I think about it more the older I get because we're getting closer to being 20 years removed.
Yep.
And I'll hear certain songs. I even text Hobart one day, Mark. I forget what the song was, but I texted him right away. I'm like, I heard this song and I immediately thought of you for some reason in high school. And I think because I'll be 37 in a couple of weeks. And again, we're like almost to our 20-year reunion.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy to say things like, oh, hey, 20 years ago. I think we've heard our parents say that our whole lives. Now we say it.
We are the parents now. That's so wild, dude. Like, we should. I didn't go to the last reunion, but I'll go this time.
I did not go either, but I had just ran into, I guess it was a few years before that. I had went to South Street. I know Sean Fletcher was there and maybe like 6 or 7 other people. I was working at Shula's at the time.
I performed that night beforehand at South Street, funny enough. And I think I said hi to some people, but I left.
Oh, the night before the reunion?
The night of the reunion.
No.
But it was like the time was a little before or after, something like that. But
I wasn't about going to South Street. I'm like, nothing wrong with that place. I just didn't want to, I don't know. That's all and I think it was a last minute thing we came up with, or the group of people had come up with, we're just going to do a beach day and go out for a couple beers after. And
you know how epic our 20 years is going to be? Because I'll pay some people to follow us around with some cameras. We'll have the microphones on us and we'll vlog the whole fucking thing.
We should have like a 2-part reunion.
Yeah.
One part will be people taking turns on the podcast.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. We'll have like a little spot set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second part can be off camera.
I love it. That's going to be a blast. I've been thinking about that recently too, is once we get the office set up, we'll probably rock and roll there. We'll get used to bringing the guests on. And then 2-3 months into that, we'll start venturing out maybe like once a month and having a podcast out in town somewhere.
I've talked to a couple people that I work with in restaurants and stuff, and they're all about it.
Have you talked to what's his face downtown? The Italian?
He's in Italy.
Oh, okay.
They're closed for 2 weeks. I did mention it to him though. I think he needs to be on it with us.
Oh, for sure.
He's great.
He would love that, I feel like. I mean, he posts his videos all the time on Instagram.
Yeah, he's just a great guy. His kids are great. His granddaughter is a beautiful little girl.
Yeah.
Just wonderful. Mino, shout out to you.
Yeah, great.
And best pasta we ever had.
Best fucking pasta we ever had, bro. Oh my goodness.
That's the picture we took that night is what I used for our logo.
Oh, for real?
That's the one I asked it to characterize it.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, that's why it's got it's kind of difficult to tell, but there's a little mustache there for you.
Yeah, for sure. I was rocking the facial hair back then. I'm growing my beard out now that I have my short hair. I'm growing my beard out.
Oh, as best you can.
Bro, my beard's getting pretty full.
Yeah, I see. Just patches.
Yeah, there's a name for this style.
Patchy?
I mean,
Young?
I have a very full mustache.
I know, because it came out
It's
in that
the only
picture.
thing that came through the picture. Oh,
Pat's got no... Don't worry, Pat's in the same boat. He can't grow facial hair. He's a patchy guy. My brother, same thing. Some people just... But take it as a blessing. You don't have to shave that often. I read somewhere John Cena said he hasn't shaven in like 20 years.
What?
I don't know if that's true. Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but
See a man?
he just said he can't grow facial hair.
Wow.
It's been like 20 years since he's shaven.
That's wild, dude. So tonight you're going to Seed?
I am probably, I got to go meet a friend. Catch up for a few minutes.
What are you going to order?
You know what? I don't think I am. I'm really just going to bullshit with him for a little bit and catch up the last couple of weeks. Who was the other person that said, oh man, who was it? There was another person that I said, you definitely need to come on the show. Ben, for sure. Voss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my friend Tony. Big Tony used to work at a place called Fred's Diner.
I remember Fred's Diner.
Next to Rusty's?
Yeah.
Well, Tony owned it, and then the sous chef was Tony.
I think he followed me on Instagram or something.
Probably. Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was his birthday, and he said, dig in the podcast. I said, you need to come on the podcast. Because he is a perfect person to have a civilized conversation with different views.
Okay.
While he has different political views, he also understands, right from wrong and common sense. Tony's very much a common sense person.
Okay.
So you might disagree, or he might even disagree with you, but he uses common sense.
All right.
The world's biggest oxymoron.
He is?
No, the word common sense.
Oh, common.
There's nothing common about it. Nothing.
Let me think about that. There's nothing common about common sense. Explain.
If it was common, everybody would have it. More people would have it if it was common. So it's actually not common. It should be called uncommon sense. I mean, it is so uncommon, especially these days, for anyone to possess just a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
But people do not possess common sense these days. That's another thing. When you find someone that does, that's a good person right there.
I feel like people are just... People want to be good people. I've said this before. And
most people want to be good people.
Yeah, there's sociopaths out there who get off on evil things, But the fact that common sense isn't common, I think it's because of it has to do with the fact that people relatively want to be good. And so because of that, they easily fall prey to manipulation with certain narratives. They get exposed to some source of information. Doesn't mean it's true information, but they're exposed to it. They think it's true. And they're manipulated into thinking one way or another because of that inner wanting to be a good person.
I don't think being a good person necessarily correlates with common sense.
No, it doesn't. Because they're being manipulated. That's why they don't have the common sense. Because instead of thinking for themselves, they're thinking... The fact of the matter is people need to think for themselves more. They need to be selfish. which you think is a weird thing, right? But people have been the more selfish people are, the more they do for themselves and think for themselves, the less they will fall prey to these outside manipulations.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just like with the tariffs, the people that think that really have no idea what they're talking about, that are going to bring up some global trade thing, which, has nothing to do with America.
I don't think people have the capability to think for themselves. As a society, we've made it too easy for people not to have to think for themselves.
Yes.
And that goes back to last week when we talked about you can just pick up your phone and ask it anything you want and you get an answer. Now, whether that answer is true or not, you got to decipher that. But anybody can just pick up the phone. Here we go. If I can get on my phone. Boy, that was tough. You can go on here and what was the meteorite that landed in Panama? And it's going to pull it up for you. Anything. Right. I only used that because it was still on my phone.
Right.
But it takes away from people having to think for themselves and having to do the research themselves. You don't have to go to a library anymore and read a book to find out something about a former president.
Right.
You can learn about Thomas Jefferson right here on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Which, again, can be manipulated by anybody at any time.
Right.
So I think that takes away from people wanting to think for themselves. It's just easier. It's so much easier to just pick up a phone and ask a question.
It's a great tool, but I guess the more we lean on it, the more we need to channel our ability to think for ourselves in other outlets so that we don't lose it. There's probably saw some landscaper walking back there. There's probably
It's not a kid, is it?
No.
Sometimes the kid next door wanders in the backyard.
No. Well, there's probably other ways we can use that innate ability to think in other ways. So if normally because we have this tool, right, we have a question and we used to have to go out and do a little bit of more work to get the answer. Now we can more easily get the answer. What can we do now with that time and mental energy and output we just saved? That's the question. What can and should we do with that extra energy?
I said it last week. I don't think many people are going to use it. They're going to count that as time for themselves. Even if you back in the day you didn't know the answer to something, you might have had to pick up the phone and call somebody or ask somebody, but you still had to go a further distance to get that answer than just picking up your phone and typing it in Google and getting an answer.
I think there will be people who take that extra mental energy and space they're awarded because of that and run with it and really take advantage of it. And then there'll be people who don't.
Ideally, if we could get back to a world where we left our phones at home,
bro,
and we went out without them, that I think would be just phenomenal.
It's try right now while we're here on the pod to remember that feeling from when we were in like 5th grade before we had cell phones, because life itself felt different. Like right now we are connected 24/7 and we're all addicted. We don't realize it, but like if we don't have our phone for a couple of minutes, we feel it, right? And we where's my phone? Like I want it. Like, and sometimes I'll think, I'm like, what did it feel like back then? And I'll try and remember that feeling. And I've like earlier when I talked about how I went to rehab, I didn't have a cell phone for like over 6 months. I felt that feeling again. And I can't. It's almost like a veil is taken off of your body, and you feel like naked, or like you feel this. It's just crazy the way that it feels.
I'm considering leaving my phone at home when I go out later. But we've been conditioned that we're accessible 24/7 now.
Facts.
We're conditioned that, you should be responding to people right away. And, I know there's people, what took you so long? I saw you read that at 4:42. It's 6:45. Why didn't you respond right away? Or I called you 4 hours ago and you're just calling me back now? What happened to the days when you used to call somebody if they weren't home? They weren't home.
Right.
I watched an old movie a couple weeks ago called Thief. And the guy would go to a bar, get a phone call at the bar he was at, and that was how you communicated. You just happened to catch somebody at the right time or not. Or if somebody called, hey, is so-and-so there? No, he just ran out. Hey, stop him. Tell him to get back in here. He's got a phone call. Now you got your phone. You're accessible 24/7. We need to go back to leaving our phones at home and going out and paying attention to our surroundings.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean,
someone posted today about people who walk their dogs lakeside or, near a body of water, and they're looking at their phones and, saying an alligator comes out and gets the animal. Well, whose fault is that? Get off your phone, pay attention to your surroundings, and maybe you'd still have your dog. But no, you were looking at your fucking Facebook post that somebody commented on, and that was more important than your dog. Because you knew there might be a gator in that lake.
Right.
You chose not to do anything about it. Just think, if that person left their phone at home,
dog might be alive.
Might be.
When I was a baby, like 2 years old, my parents had got me this toy alligator.
You remember this too?
Mm-hmm. And we were driving. I threw it out the window. My mom didn't realize it. And we got somebody, driving behind us, picked it up, like stopped their car, picked it up, followed us to wherever we were going, like the store, Publix, and literally went to my mom, was like, hey, I think your child threw this out the window.
Probably got your ass beat.
Probably.
You don't remember that though.
Nah, that trauma is locked somewhere in the back of my mind.
I feel like that person that followed you had one goal, and that was to get you in trouble. I'm going to teach this little sumbitch.
That asshole.
Yeah. That's a life lesson right there.
Bro.
No, ma'am, he's 2.
It's so funny. Did your dad ever smoke cigarettes?
When he was younger.
But not when you were young? Oh.
My grandparents did.
I've been seeing these funny memes about like parents in the 90s just like chain smoking around their kids, and it's so true, bro.
Oh yeah, my grandparents smoked in the house. There were ashtrays in every room.
Right. Bro, I can't even be around cigarettes nowadays. So it blows my mind to think how we used to just live in baked out places. Like going into restaurants, smoking, non-smoking. Like,
I used to love going to your dad's house. We could smoke inside.
Yeah. Dude, I just can't believe it. I'm like, wow, how did we do that, dude?
Smoking or non? That's another thing. I wish we could bring it back.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind the smell of smoke. I don't smoke anymore. Very, very rarely will I have one. But I for the most part, I haven't in years. But I still don't mind the smell of it. It doesn't bother me.
Interesting.
Some people can't stand the smell of smoke.
I can't. And I used to be a smoker.
That's like the smell of gasoline when you're pumping gas to me.
You don't like it?
I do.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same smell to me. Or like whatever that smell is of the lighter, just lighting that first puff of smoke on a cigarette or anybody's cigarette has a different smell to it.
Right.
Than any other point in that cigarette's life.
I don't mind the smell of real tobacco. but it's like these chemically infused tobaccos that I don't like Marlboro Lights and shit like that. I can't. But if you're smoking a cigar or like even an American Spirit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind that. But
You couldn't smell 27 right now.
I would, just because I was a 27s dude, bro. Like, it's so, even to this day, bro, like 27s were always like the cigarettes that not really many people smoked for some reason. But I smoked them, Ray smoked them. You smoke Camels, right?
Camel Lights.
Camel Lights, yeah. And so whenever recently, like a month ago, I went out for my buddy Tony's birthday. One of the dudes there in the group pulled out a pack of 27s, and I was like, 27s? He's like, you want one? And I was like, nah, but I used to smoke them, bro. Damn. And I told that story of like you were talking about how like if you meet somebody who naps, you know they're good people. That's me with 27s. Like, oh, I know you good people, bro. Like,
if I ever see anybody smoking them, I do think of you.
Yeah.
That was your cigarette.
It really was. I mean, if I ever were to have a cigarette again, I definitely would cop a pack of 27s.
Yeah, I those days.
I can't even imagine. I mean,
the taste of cigarettes has changed for me too. That taste that I used to have, that I was used to, it's gone. And it doesn't matter if I smoke one here or there. They taste disgusting now.
They're gross.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind the smell, but the taste of them, awful.
You really have to force yourself for a week or two of smoking them to get to a point to where you actually think you like it.
I'd rather not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone away from it, but it wasn't, to me, it was not a hard habit to break.
It's really not. I mean,
some people say it's worse than quitting alcohol. I did not have as much trouble giving up cigarettes as other things in life. It was just,
after like 3-4 days, you don't even think about it. For the first couple of days, you're so used to having a smoke every hour or 2 hours, whatever your like rhythm is, that you think about it. But I feel like after 3-4, especially after a week, it's done. Like, you're not even.
When I see people smoking when they're driving, then I'm like, oh yeah, cigarette sounds great.
Right.
I know it's going to taste like shit, but that's pretty much the only time it sparks my thought process is when I see people driving and smoking.
That's kind of like me when I smell weed. I'm like, oh, that'd be nice to smoke some weed, but I don't smoke anymore. But
the amount of people smoking cigarettes has really dwindled, though.
I always thought by 2025, nobody would smoke cigarettes, but they still do.
They do, but not nearly
as it was.
Much. Yeah. It goes. That's one of those things that goes down every year. Same thing with drinking. Younger generation doesn't drink.
That's a good thing.
They're more into weed and now these THC drinks and mushrooms.
Bro, I just saw the other day online how psilocybin, the psychoactive chemical in mushrooms, in trippy mushrooms, extended human cells lifespan by over 50%. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. I saw it. I didn't read the article, but I saw the headline. I didn't know you could buy those chocolate bars legally in Florida.
You can?
Yes.
Where? I like microdosing on mushrooms.
I don't remember where we just had this conversation on Saturday. I don't know if it's head shops you can get them at.
And it's real psilocybin?
Yeah, apparently.
What the fuck? I never knew that.
In fact, they even told me what brand to stay away from.
For real?
Yeah. That's in the other room. I got it written down on a piece of paper. And I was like,
looks like we're going to eat some mushrooms on the pod.
I don't know about that.
We're going to be in here like, bro, do you ever think about this?
They say the microdosing really helps people.
I like it. I'm currently not microdosing, but in the past, I've had periods where I would microdose, and I can't explain it. You feel lighter on your feet, and you feel
like a weight's lifted off your shoulders.
Something like that, yeah. Like you don't feel you don't feel like you ate a mushroom.
Yeah.
But you feel, and you have like this weird freedom mentally, and I can't explain it, but it's cool. It feels good.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to relax you and calm you down. I mean, you're not eating it so you can watch the walls drip
Right.
paint next to you.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to see those clowns start talking to me, but
oh Lord.
I do know a couple people that they swear by it tremendously helped them in their anxiety or whatever things they had going on. But yes, I'll get back to you on where you can buy them. Sean knows. He's the one that was talking to me about it.
Sean who?
I don't know if you know my buddy Sean Martin.
Sounds familiar.
You know what? He's become one of my longest friends.
You remember Sean Colin from high school?
Yeah.
He's super tall. He has he just started like a cooking TikTok channel.
Really?
Yeah. Stuff looks good, bro, by the way. I mean, I don't know if we're even friends on Facebook and I'll see this, but yeah, I mean,
one day he might.
To our high school homies, check out Sean Colin's cooking TikTok because the food looks fire.
Have you tried cooking anything he's made?
Nah, I typically cook like the same thing every day.
He didn't strike me as a chef type.
Must have found it later in life.
That's probably because he was so tall.
And he even has like good knife skills and shit, like as if like he works in the industry. I mean, you can learn those skills if you don't work in the industry, but I have no idea what he does. I always assumed, I think he went to college for football, so he probably has a business degree or something. I don't know. I have no idea though. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean. One memory I have of Sean Colin is I slept over at his house in like middle school, maybe like 8th grade. And we watched Spider-Man. Remember when the Spider-Man movies came out?
The first ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. I went out after watching it in his house, had my dad bring me to like Walgreens or something, and I bought the DVD. Yeah. You remember Patrick Fox?
Yeah.
I want to bring him on. I just thought about him now, but he'd be a cool dude to bring on the pod. He's married to Lauren now.
I did know that.
Yeah.
Ralston?
Yeah.
They still live in Naples?
I have no idea. I think so, but I think he worked at Arthrex.
I have no idea. That's like I said, I've lost contact with so many.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Do you think you're going to be able to make it tomorrow at 1?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, I'll meet you over there. Maybe next week we have a different location.
That'd be dope as fuck, bro.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're going to check it out.
If not, this will be our spot again.
Yeah. And, mad love to everybody out there.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Bro, the whole time we've been filming, I love making the clips. And it's like in the middle of me laughing or us talking, I'm already thinking about how funny the fucking clips are going to be. I'm like,
the zoomed in clips are the best. I think they're fantastic.
I'm going to do the same thing with our wide angle shot as well.
And we got to mention our sponsor again.
Hey, by the way, you guys,
please check this place out. If you need a haircut, let me tell you something.
Here, I'll give you round 2 on the script. Where is it? Let me pull it up. Thank you so much for Blend Barber Company to sponsor.
Blend Barber Company
for sponsoring the video. Karma's gonna read the spiel.
No, I already.
You already did it.
I just did it that once.
But yeah, guys, if you need a dope haircut,
check out Blend Barber Studio, Tamiami Trail.
Yeah, I mean they hit me up about the pod and sponsoring it. They're the ones who gave me this sweet ass fucking, buzz, which I think a buzz cut and a beard is gonna be my style for a little while. We should do a show there. We should talk to them about that. Yeah, definitely promote them. He'd be totally down. And we should do it. Yeah. Definitely hit him up on. So on the screen in the beginning of the pod, when we do our spiel, I'm going to have a screen recording, of, so you've already seen it. But needless to say, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Like, subscribe, follow.
Yeah, the best thing you guys can do right now in the beginning of this pod to help us out is to follow us everywhere and please engage on the posts. And please, please, please comment on our posts shit you want us to riff on, because this is an open-ended pod. Like, people ask me all the time, they're like, what's your niche? What's your niche for the pod? And I'm like,
We just talk about anything and everything.
we shoot the shit.
People like to hear that, though.
Facts, bro. Like, we don't,
So you don't have a script?
no. I mean,
You don't even have bullet points.
no.
Why there's dead air.
Bro, please, if there's something you want us to shoot the shit on or talk about, comment it, and we would love to fucking riff on it.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my opinion on anything,
Facts.
whether you want it or not.
So, yeah, mad love to everybody out there. And believe in yourself. If there's one thing you can take from today's video, it's to believe in yourself. You are capable. You are alive right now. You are the most capable you have ever been. Realize that. Step into that and use it. Anything you want to say?
Try to find some common sense in your day.
Facts.
If you can. If you don't have much of it and you know you don't, try and find some. But that's all I got for that.
BabaGanoosh.
BabaGanoosh. Signing out.
Out.